Hi, good morning, one and all. Today we can discuss about middle ear. See, I already said this one is the external ear, and this one is the middle ear, and this one is the internal ear. Basically, this middle ear is an air-filled cavity in the temporal bone. This is the temporal bone region, and this middle ear is separated by the external ear by the eardrum, and from the internal ear they having a covered openings. This openings is called as one is oval window, another one is the round window. That's why the waves first touches the pinna to the external auditory canal, external auditory canal to it can touches the eardrum with certain pressure. This when this eardrum it can be touches, the eardrum is pulled forward and touches. Here they having a ear ossicles. That ear ossicles is called as what? Malus, incus and stapes. It is connected like a chain like process. That's why when the sound waves can touches the pinna to the external auditory canal, external auditory canal to the eardrum, this eardrum can touches the malus is connected to the incus is connected to the stapes. Now here the intensity of the sound waves is increases, then the waves is enter into the oval window. That's why see here the middle ear containing how many ear ossicles? Three ear ossicles. One is the malus, it is a hammer like bone. Another one is the incus, it is the anvil bone. And it is another one is the stapes, it is called as a stirrup bone. It is like a chain like process. Now see here, this malus is connected to the tympanic membrane. Incus is an intermediate one. The stapes is connected to the oval window. Now this one is totally internal ear. From the middle ear it is connected a tube. The tube is called as a eustachian tube. This eustachian tube is connected with the pharynx. That's why eustachian tube is connected with the middle ear and with the pharynx, that to mean the nasopharynx region. Now here what is the main use of the eustachian tube means this eustachian tube can equalize the pressure around the eardrum region. Then now we can go for the internal ear. See, the internal ear is a fluid filled inner ear. That fluid filled inner ear is called as a labyrinth. Basically this labyrinth having how many parts? Mainly two parts. One is the bony labyrinth, another one is the membranous labyrinth. The bony labyrinth, what is the shape? The same shape that is covered by the membranous labyrinth. Now this bony labyrinth having a how many parts? Three parts. One is the cochlea, another one is the vestibule, another one is the semicircular canals. These are all are the bony structures. Now see here, this is the cochlea. It is a spring shaped or coil shaped organ. This one is the semicircular canals. Between this they having a vestibule. Now see, first I can go for the cochlea. See, now this one is the oval window and this one is the round window and this one is the cochlea. Here they having a semicircular canals is present. Now first come to the point of cochlea. See, cochlea is a spring shaped or coil shaped organ. This cochlea having a three tube like structures. One, this is second tube and this one is the third tube. I draw like this here. The upper tube is called as a scala vestibule. This is the middle one, that is called as a scala media. and the lower side, that is called as a scala tympani. This is the scala vestibule, this is the scala media, and this one is the scala tympani. Now this scala vestibule and the scala media is separated by a membrane. That membrane is called as a Reissner's membrane. Scala media and scala tympani separated by a membrane. That membrane is a basilar membrane. Here scala vestibule and scala tympani filled with a fluid. That fluid is called as a perilymph. And scala media is filled with a fluid. That fluid is called as a endolymph. That's why upper side and the lower side is filled with the perilymph, and middle one it is filled with what fluid? Endolymph. It is very important. Now here they having a filled with what fluid? Perilymph. Here they having a endolymph. Now the sound waves is enter into the oval window. See, from the oval window it is enter into the scala vestibule. Now the scala vestibule coming like this. Yeah. Now this is the scala vestibule. This is scala tympani. This middle white is there, no? That is scala media, where the scala vestibule and scala tympani is connected. Here they having a pore. That pore is called as an organ of pit. Now through this pore, the waves now enter into the middle layer. That is what? Scala media. Now this is the scala media. This one is the scala media. I already said scala media and scala tympani separated by a membrane. That membrane is called as a basilar membrane. See, now this one is the basilar membrane. Here in scala media filled with what fluid? Endolymph. See, on basilar membrane. Now I can draw like this. This is the basilar membrane. On basilar membrane, they having a sensory epithelial cells is present. That sensory epithelial cells is called as a organ of Corti. That's why the cochlear epithelium forms a sensory ridges. That is called as what? Organ of Corti, present on which membrane? Basilar membrane. What is basilar membrane? The membrane which can separates the scala media and scala tympani. That membrane is called as a basilar membrane. Now this is organ of Corti. This organ of Corti is present in the endolymph. Now this organ of Corti having a small hair-like cells like this, that is called as a stereocilia cells. Now I draw like this, stereocilia cells. Now this stereocilia cells is covered by a membrane. That membrane is called as a tectorial membrane. Now come to the point. The waves touches the pinna to the external auditory canal to the eardrum. Then it is connected to the malleus to incus to the stapes. Then it is enter into the oval window to enter into the cochlear region. Now in this cochlear region, first is enter into the which region? Scala vestibule. Then after that it is enter into the scala media. Now on basilar membrane, they having a organ of Corti, and also they having a stereocilia cells, and also they having a membrane that is called as a tectorial membrane. Now when this sound waves can touches this tectorial membrane, this tectorial membrane is pulled down. When it is down, there the action potentially started and vibration is started. Now this vibration is collected to, why? Because here auditory receptors is there. Here it is collected to, they having a branch. That branch is called as a cochlear branch. This cochlear branch is connected to Which cranial nerve? Eighth cranial nerve. What is cranial nerve? The nerves arises from the brain. That nerves is called as a cranial nerve. For us, 12 cranial nerves is present. Now here, which cranial nerve? Eighth pair of the cranial nerves. That's why this eighth cranial nerve is called as a auditory nerve. Now this where here the vibration is started and it's connected to the cochlear branch. Then it is connected to which cranial nerve? Eighth cranial nerve. Then it will be transferred to the central nerve system. There we can hear the sound. This is the process is takes place in the internal ear. Now that's why this is recording to the cochlea. Beside above the cochlea they having what is there? Semicircular canals is present. Now this one is the semicircular canals. They having a 3 semicircular canals arranged like a perpendicular manner. Now base of the semicircular canal they having a swollen part. This swollen part is called as a ampulla. In ampulla they having a small elevated ridges is present. That elevated ridges is called as a cresta ampullaris. These are the sensory ridges. Keep in mind, semicircular canals is not able to useful for the hearing. It can maintaining the posture of your body. If anybody will call you, hey, automatically you are rotated your head, or you can change the posture of your body. That is mainly through the semicircular canals. It is keep in mind, it is not able to useful for the hearing. It can maintaining the posture of the body and rotation of your body. And another one, vestibule, the third part. This vestibule having a 2 sacs. One is the utriculus, another one is the sacculus. Utriculus and sacculus is combinedly called as a otolith organs. In this utriculus and sacculus they having a projected ridges same as that of cresta ampullaris, that is called as a macula. Now this utriculus is useful for the linear motion. Sacculus is useful for the vertical motion. Suppose when you are in a bus or in the car, when you open your doors or window doors, at that time you have to hear some sounds, boom. That type of vibrations everything is under by controls by utriculus and by sacculus, vertical motions. Suppose you have to enter into the giant wheel or you have to enter into the lift, it will be coming from upside to downside. మీకు ఏదో పోయినట్టు తేలిగ్గా ఉన్నట్టు ఉంటుంది. ఆ యొక్క బాడీ కండిషన్ మెయింటైన్ చేసేది ఎవరంటే సాక్యులస్. Now semicircular canal and otolith organs is combinedly called as a vestibular apparatus. See, vestibular apparatus maintains the balance of the body. It is not able to useful for the hearing process.